So let's just hit the market straight away. Benga Shuraike is a fixed income dealer at Access Bank, one of Nigeria's tier 1 listed lender. And he's talking to us from FMDQ Exchange Place. Benga, it's good to have you on the program. Good morning. Hope you had a very nice weekend.
Good morning. Yes, I did. And you?
Yes, you did, because if your market was the most bullish last week, I'm sure you had a very nice weekend. Yields went down. There was a big buying appetite. And everybody on your debt market street, treasury bills and bonds, went home very nicely.
Yes, we hope so.
Yes.
Well, it
so,
was a very bullish market last
yes,
week.
because the Naira bond, for example, was said to be the best performer among emerging markets worldwide. That's a great handshake the debt market is giving the President Buhari's re-election.
Yes, there's also a direct connection with what happened last week and election of President Buhari, because it just shows that it's a bit of stability in terms of regime change and in terms of policies going forward. So that just filtered into the market that made people more comfortable with Nigerian debt securities, both offshore and onshore.
Yes, because when yields taper down, that means investors are more confident they're going to stay, and of course they're putting in more money into the market. That's what it means.
Exactly. So we saw a lot more interest from our offshore counterparts last week across the curve, bills, bonds, so that also filtered in the market. We also saw a bit of demand from the locals as well. So in terms of people just trying to lock in yields period of time, so that came into the bond market on the 1 year bills as well. So we saw a lot more demand on the longer end of the curve for bills and for bonds as well. So bills, we saw the last home auction where CBN was able to mark about over ₦1 trillion in home auction. So that really shows the amount of demand and the amount of comfort people have on Nigerian securities.
Yes. So when offshore investors see an election and they just hit the ground running, yields are trending lower. What's your outlook for this week with the matured treasuries on Thursday, nearly 200 billion, and perhaps the FARC disbursement to federal government, states, and LGs?
There's already an home auction today where CBN is floating about 200 billion in 91 and a bit of benchmark 91 and 182-day bills. So really, for this week, we expect a bit of calmness in the market. People just trying to take a fresh outlook on where yields are expected to go further from now. So at these levels of 14% levels on the bills and bond side, people are really looking at, okay, where do we go next from here? Do we need to more retrospection, a bit more looking at more outlook in terms of Nigerian equities, in terms of Nigerian debt. So we see a bit of calm this week. Hopefully by next week we expect things to pick up, but we expect people to do a bit more analysis on the way forward, going forward this week. So that calmness should filter into the market this week.
Yes, but not significant uptick in yields across board for the week? Not likely?
We don't expect such significant movement in yields as we've seen in the past couple of weeks. We've reached new levels for the bonds and T-bill space, coming from 15% levels. We don't see much more downward trend as of now in the next 2 weeks or 1 month, but we still that there'll be more buying and selling. People looking that had secure, maybe looking to take profit. So that should stem any bullish outlook we expect in the market this week.
Okay, great one. Thanks for raising the curtain on our debt market for the week from FMDQ Exchange Place. Thank you so much, Benga Shuraike. Have a profitable business week.
Thank you very much.
Fixed income dealer at Access Bank. Let's cross the strait to Temple Ashaju, the trading floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, of course, to give us the tee-off number, what to call the equities first call within the first hour of trading for the new month. Technically today, Monday, the 4th of March. Temple, get on the show. Let's share some final minutes or moments of the show with you.
A bit of improved buy side in the market right now, Bosun. We're seeing a lot of interest in the banking segment of the market. So the sector on its own is up some 1.22% right now, with a whole lot of buying in the shares of Zenith Bank, rising some 3.55%. And of course, that's due to the fact that the company had an engagement over the weekend, I think, with some analysts, some traders, giving them their forecasts for this year. Of course, again, because of the fact that its earnings has been released to the market, and of course, that at a point in time 2 weeks ago drove up the market, helped the market with some huge billions units of shares, traded in the market. So Zenith Bank at this point has done some about 1 million units of shares traded in early trades right now, and we know that the key driver for that is because a lot of investors are currently bullish on it. The bank is expecting some 7.5% loan growth this year. It's also expecting to have to focus more on agriculture and the manufacturing sector, given the focus of the federal government in these two key areas of the economy. The bank is expecting to also tap into the opportunities available in the differentiated CRR program that the central bank launched last year, 2018. So basically, the investors and traders here in the market have a sense of direction of where Zenith Bank will be channeling its focus to this year. The bank is also looking to get some good deposits, some 10% rise in deposits this year, with 50% of that expected to come in again from retail investors, or retail side, basically, as it focuses on retail banking more in 2019, Bosun.
So if you look across board, where is the indicators giving us a bit of a signal to start today's Monday?
Still the banking names. A lot of the banking names are up right now. Nigeria Microfinance Bank is up some 9.4% in the market. Of course, you know that a lot of microfinance banks are looking at recapitalizing in order to meet the minimum recapitalization requirements that the central bank placed on a lot of them. Some of them, this has a deadline of April 2020. So you see that going forward, there should be a lot of activities around microfinance banks. Some of them are looking at to get listed here in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. A few weeks ago, we had an interview with the president of the Microfinance Banks Association here. That's Dr. Rogers Nwoke, who explained that they are looking at floating the National Microfinance Bank license, and so they are also going to be tapping into the stock market to see how maybe a private placement or IPO will hold in the market. So people are likely taking position in two of those banks that are here tradable on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, NPF Microfinance Bank and Omobluabi Savings and Loan. These two companies are some of the stocks to watch going forward, because they may be doing some kind of placement in the market or possibly an IPO. So we're seeing interest in the banking names. Of course, you have FBN Holdings and UBA also rising in early trades. Access Bank is currently the most actively traded with a bit of a marginal gain in its share price, Bosun.
Yes, of course. I think the market will also be looking forward to Seplat's filing of his financial statements to the stock exchange on Thursday, the 6th.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, that'll be one big, the only EMP we have on our market, yes. So it's going to be a big day, Thursday, for Seplat, or for the oil and gas space.
Sure, Bosun, you're correct. That's another company that a lot of investors are waiting to see what's in the offing coming from them. Again, we know that the share price is around 619 naira right now. And of course, that's the most expensive stock in the oil and gas segment of the market. So in anticipation of that, a lot of investors will be placing a bet on that, trying to buy, expecting some kind of dividend that will come in by way of foreign exchange again from this particular company. Don't forget, a lot of investors, or analysts rather, had actually forecast at a point in time 900 naira share price for Seplat. So it's a promising stock, and that's one particular company that a lot of investors are watching.
Interesting. Without making a PR for Seplat, just get 1,000 naira ready. Perhaps you can buy at that price, perhaps lower. But again, thank you so much, Temple. We're seeing the all-share index about 0.33%. It's a very good morning Monday for equities market. The banking index you talk about is about 0.66% trajectory this morning. So a very good morning to everyone who's been part of the program. Thank you very much, Temple Ashaju, our business correspondent, live to us from our studios at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. You have a great day, everyone. Let's get back together tomorrow, Tuesday. What's going to be tomorrow's date? Let me check. It's going to be the 5th of March. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's keep it there.